Dear friends, welcome back. This series tries to highlight the legacy of Chola dynasty in the Southeast Asian countries from the travel notes of Chinese author Ma Huan, who accompanied the great admiral and explorer of China Zhang He in various expeditions. These travel contains facts about the kings of South India, especially Cholas in various Southeast Asian countries and in India during early 15th century around 1405 and 1430. The content was taken from the book named Yin Yai Shanglan, meaning the overall survey of the ocean shores, written by Ma Huan in the year 1433 and translated in English by J.V.G. Mills. This video will highlight the facts of the Chola king of the country of Champa, central Vietnam. This country lies south of the Great Sea, which is south of the Sea of Guangdong. On the south, the country adjoins Chen La, Cambodia. On the west, it connects with the boundary of Chao Chi, northern Vietnam, and on both east and the north, it comes down to the Great Sea. Going southwest for 100 li, you come to the city where the king resides. Its foreign name is Chan City. The city has a city wall of stone with openings at 4 gates, which men are ordered to guard. The king of the country is a Soli man, a firm believer in the religion. On his head, he wears a 3-tiered, elegantly decorated crown of gold filigree. On his body, he wears a long robe of foreign cloth with small designs worked in threads of the 5 colors, and round the lower part a kerchief of colored silk. And he has bare feet. When he goes about, he mounts an elephant, or else he travels riding in a small carriage with 2 yellow oxen pulling in front. The house in which the king resides is tall and large. It has a roof of small oblong tiles on it. The 4 surrounding walls are ornately constructed of bricks and mortar and looks very neat. The doors are made of hard wood and decorated with engraved figures of wild beasts and domestic animals. As to the color of their clothing, white clothes are forbidden and only the king can wear them. For the populace, black, yellow and purple colored clothes are all allowed to be worn. But to wear white clothing is a capital offense. When the king of the country has reigned for 30 years, he abdicates and becomes a priest, directing his brothers, sons, and nephews to administer the affairs of the country. The king goes into the depths of the mountains and fasts and does penance, or else he merely eats a vegetarian diet. He lives alone for 1 year. He takes an oath by the heaver and says, "When formerly I was the king, if transgressed while on the throne, I wish wolves or tigers to devour me, or sickness to destroy me. If after the completion of 1 whole year he is not dead, he ascends the throne once more and administers the affairs of the country again. The people of the country acclaim him, saying, 'Shri Maharaja.' This is the most venerable and most high designation. Most of the men take up fishing for a livelihood. They seldom go in for agriculture, and therefore rice and cereals are not abundant. In the local varieties of rice, the kernel is small, long, and reddish. Barley and wheat are both wanting. The people ceaselessly chew arka nut and betel leaf." From the notes given by J.V.G. Mills, the king is Veerabhadravarman, who reigned from 1400 to 41 and known as Indravarman from 1432. Researchers note that Soli is the Chola. So from this we come to know that there is a legacy of a Chola dynasty in the country of Vietnam. There are few more facts to share with you all. I will meet you in my next video with the Tamil language writing and punishments in Chola-ruled country of Champa, central Vietnam, that were mentioned by Ma Huan in his travel notes. We'll meet you again soon. Thank you with wishes.